Hi everyone. So I came up with an idea. I was thinking about with lasers. I remember the first time I think I seen someone doing messing around with the laser was my older brother. He had a laser. He was playing around with it, and I was a kid, so like I wanted to like play with the laser, but I didn't ask. But anyway, like I thought about an idea for like lasers lighting up, roads. And I thought, because there's the zigzag patterns, right? But I was just watching this one video with the zigzag patterns. And the only way that this will really work is if there's some form of air molecules. So it was good that he pointed out the air sense thing. It's a air fragrance, air sense. So you light it up and then it smokes. But I was thinking, what if we did that for the very top of the ceiling? Because normally the ceilings are square, and all you really need is one strip of mirrors on one side, and then a strip of mirrors on the other side, and then you can have a laser, which will be your light, and you can have it slightly tilted, and that pattern, it would just bounce back and forth on top of the ceiling where it won't be in the way. I also thought that that could be implemented like in a window or other places. I'm not really sure because, you know, safety. People can get blind and injured by this. But if it's on top of the ceiling and we can make it with a light, no, yeah, we can like replace the light for that, especially if it saves more money. I don't really know if it will, but if it does, then that would be cool. I was in the restroom. I thought about entryways. Entryways could be um, lit up in this way. Window seals, like windows. Because I remember watching a movie a long time ago, and it was these prisoners who were incarcerated, and the only thing keeping them in their cell was the fact that there was lasers, and if they stepped out, they would get instantly killed. They would be instantly killed because a laser would burn right through them like a butter stick. Like, and so anyway, like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. But it would have to be safe, and then like any obstacle or object that gets in the way will basically prevent it from continuing its path to it, its path. Something because something will block something blocked it or whatever. I'm just as an option or not an option, but as a possibility. I actually came up with a video like this already, and it was talking about how this laser thing can wrap around a house, and basically it will have the little things where the laser will bounce, and where we would only use one light, which would be the laser. But then I don't think that anything will actually allow it to light up unless the path where the laser is traveling was like some form of plastic that had or has something inside of it for the laser to react to it. Even if it's something that, like, what about glow in the dark stuff? Would the laser react to it? Or would the glow in the dark stuff, or would the laser cause the glow in the dark paint or glow in the dark plastic to react because of the laser? And if not, what type of lighting or light, would or will? Like, what about like a UV light? If there's a strip of white, like a white or paint, if it's white, and there's a laser that's like, like a UV light, would it cause that to light up? It's a it's a it would have to be tested. It's just another test that would have to be performed. You know what? I just noticed that this bedroom has no light inside of it. And so my friend, he had to go and he had to buy this light right here. He spent like $60 on it. But I was just looking at this, and it's a fire detector thing, and I think it's connected to the electricity. So it's like, why don't you guys out there install a light feature, and it could basically shine this way, or like it could shine like above, so it could be like a nightlight or something, kind of like this being like all the way up there. Something like that. I don't know. I don't really know, but I just noticed that right now, and it's kind of crazy how I was talking about the laser thing, and then I noticed that because it says do not paint on twist off, pause and hold to test, push to hush. Important, see owner manual for complete operating instructions. Do not paint. I don't know. It might just be a battery. So, plus, there's a lot of, you know, solar lights out there that, you know, where we can charge batteries and just replace them without having to buy this light bulb on a stick. Because it, you know, it has its pros and cons. It gets in the way sometimes, especially when I have to clean, and then I have to clean it. Like this thing, it gets dusty. I mean, look at it. Right? So, I don't know, it's just an idea, you know, but like I think I was mainly like creating this video to like illustrate the laser idea. And I don't know. There's so many ideas out there, so many things you guys can do. Because I like everyone already knows me. Like I don't have no money to be doing all that stuff. Like, come on, please. Like I would need like a lot of money, like a few million. Once that gets topped off, then maybe I can start, experimenting with my own money. But other than that, I'm just talking about it openly because other people have money and you guys can experiment all you guys want. You guys might think this is a cool idea. So you guys might want to invest in stuff like this and just have fun. Like I'm actually going to add a link that of the video that I was just watching of these like um lasers, and he used mirrors and everything is in the video. Um but he's using an air fragrance, like where you have to light up and then it smokes. So I'm sure you won't want your house smoking all the time. Um I was just trying to think different, because that would be a pretty cool idea if some of you guys can make it happen and think about it, and think about all the logic and making it work, because it's away from people. It's all the way up there on the ceiling. And I think, I was thinking about even lighting, meaning no shadows, no casting of shadows whatsoever. So I remember I went to Verizon. Google, they had like this canvas and it was lit up. It was all like a white one. And I remember when I was a baby that I just remember seeing something like that. I was in a room and it was lit up, all white. It was, the walls were white walls. They were all lit up. And I'm not even making this up or hallucinating. It's real stuff. And I remember I remembered that, but I was just reminded of that right now. But when I went to Verizon and I seen that, it reminded me of that moment as well. It was like it's kind of like the movie The Maze Runner. Like him and the girl they just they kind of like they knew something, like they knew each other or something, and then they started getting visions or something like that. Um. Anyways, the Maze Runner is super cool, but focusing back on the canvas thing, the white wall, it was fully lit, and it would require something like that all the way around to for so there won't be any shadows in in the room, like anywhere. Like I was at Lowe's. Lowe's has lights above overhead, and I was looking for shadows, couldn't find any. Only at the very bottom. Since they're up, the shadows are casted down. So, you know, I mean, these people are smart. They probably do it for the for everything to